गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन। रामगढ़ से कोई आया है क्या? रामगढ़ से रामगढ़ देहू रोड से ज्वाइन किया क्या किसी ने? सिकंदराबाद। कैंटवुड कैंटवुड देहू रोड से ज्वाइन कर लिया? कैंटवुड देहू रोड, कैंटवुड सिकंदराबाद। ओके, कैंटवुड सिकंदराबाद।
यस सर।
ओके ओके। कैंटवुड रामगढ़, कैंटवुड रामगढ़। कैंटवुड रामगढ़ से ज्वाइन किया?
चला मैं रजनी गोस्वामी।
गुड आफ्टरनून तन्वी जी।
गुड आफ्टरनून सर।
या मैम, एक्चुअली ना वो रामगढ़ से अभी ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, उनको 2-3 मिनट और लग जाएगा। तो हम बाकी सभी लोग आ गए हैं और देहरादून और मथुरा और खासीपुर से भी ज्वाइन करेंगे। उनकी कुछ क्वेरीज थी उसके लिए, तो हम स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं। और देहू रोड आने वाले रामगढ़ से ज्वाइन कर लेंगे 5 मिनट में।
ओके सर, ओके सर।
Ramgarh has joined.
Yes sir. Should we start, sir? Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. So we have gone through all the files shared by CBs till now, and we found out some common doubts that they are experiencing. So what we found out was they are not removing this reference table that we have provided in the DXF template. They need to show only this much information while they'll upload their final updated drawing onto the portal. It will have the plan information layer updated as per the specific details of their plot and their particular drawing in which all the layers which needs to be updated as per the given or the shared DXF template with them, that should be there only. And they'll remove anything else in the drawing. Just hello. Yes, sir. Hello. Am I audible now?
Yeah, Tanvi, you're audible.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, so sir was saying if we can start up with the new CBs which have joined us right now. I'll just go through a very basic uh, process what we need to do when we are updating our drawings to upload on the portal. So this is the template of layers which is being shared with the CBs, in which we'll have different layers, for example plot boundary, built up area, new construction, and plot boundary which is already existing, or any alterations or deductions are there in your proposed building, then you'll use these layers. Some are mandatory layers which you have to prepare onto your drawing. For example, you will take a drawing, whatever drawing you prepared, the method you prepare your drawing is would be the same. After you prepare your drawing, you just make sure that all the layers, your drawing is in zeroth layer. You just make sure. Now onto this layer you will overlap the new polylines or the rectangles. It should be a enclosed polyline only. For example, if this is the plot boundary, we'll draw it on the site plan. If we'll see here on the site plan, the first layer sequence would be to show the plot boundary onto the site plan. Now this is in a layer, in any layer it can be. So we'll ensure that we'll make the zero layer as our current layer. We'll draw everything in the zeroth layer. And then we'll match the properties of this layer with our portal layers. So for example, plot boundary, plot underscore boundary is the layer name. It is in color 70. And for floor 0, that is ground floor, this has already been created for your assistance. You'll just have to match its properties, MA, enter. You'll just have to match its properties with the polyline of the plot boundary you have just created. So now it comes under the layer called plot boundary. Similarly, we'll make another mandatory layer. So this is the mandatory layer. If we'll see in this table, this is the mandatory layer which we have to show it in order to get passed through the portal scrutiny itself. If you will not create this layer, the portal will reject the drawing. Similarly, the other layers, for example, the built-up area layers, it is also mandatory to show the built-up area layer, whatever are the deductions, whatever is the new proposed built-up area, whatever is existing, or the demolished part. All we have created some separate layers for it. Floor-wise, you have to choose the layers carefully as per the floor. Now, the next layer after plot boundary would be your built up area and the building footprint. For building footprint, if you see, the layer name is block n level I building foot underscore print. So you need to ensure that you're working, or you are matching the properties of the correct layer with your plan. We have seen this thing, some CVs are matching it with a different layer, wherein in other layers we have this FLR over here, and in this particular layer we have LVL. So the correct name of the layer is block n level, whatever level it is, if it's a ground floor. So building footprint, we need to show it only on the ground floor. So level 0 building foot underscore print. This is the correct name of the building footprint layer which we need to use for this purpose. So when we'll define the building footprint, we'll just take the polyline or the rectangle and we'll define the building footprint. Please ensure it should be a closed polyline only, otherwise will not the portal will not be able to read this particular layer. So create a closed polyline. It is by default in layer 0, whatever color it is. No, it doesn't matter because we are going to match it with the desired layer now. So our desired layer is building footprint, block n level I building footprint. For for floor 0, that is ground floor, we are going to match its properties. So now this layer is in block 1 level 0 building footprint, and this layer is in plot boundary layer. These two are mandatory layers. We have to create these two layers, whatever CBs we are working it on, whatever project it is, whatever land use it is. So these are mandatory layers. Similarly, we have built up area. So for built up area, we'll create similar rectangles. And we'll show these on the floor plans itself, because we need to now show whatever built up area is there on each floor, whatever built up we are creating. So if this is the built up area on ground floor, I need to match it with this layer called block 1 floor 0 built up area, and I will match this layer with this polyline. Now I need to create the voids or the shafts or whatever I need to deduct from this built up area. They can be multiple voids in the same building block, so there can be multiple shafts as well, or the open inner courtyards or something. So we, if we want to deduct them, we'll just match its layer with the next layer called black block and floor I built up area deduct. So because we are working on the ground floor, we'll match it with this layer under floor 0, and we'll match the properties of the polyline of shaft we just created. Now the outer rectangle we just drawn for the total built up area comes under layer block 1 floor 0 built up area. We see in the properties layer name, and the inner void that we created, this shows in the layer block 1 floor 0 built up area underscore deduct. Now after creating these two layers, portal will automatically read the total built up area you are creating on the ground floor. Similarly, we will create other polylines, enclosed polylines on other floors as well, and we'll match its layer properties with floor 1 now, because now we are working on first floor plan. Similarly, we'll create the polyline for the shaft, and we will match the layer for block N floor 0 floor 1 built up area deduct, and we'll match the layer for deduction layer from the floor 1 column itself, because now we are working on the first floor's built up area. Now this shows under block 1 floor 1 built up area deduct, and this outer rectangle shows under block 1 floor 1 built up area. So you, if you are by chance, if you are showing two separate blocks onto the same site, you will create separate layers for the built up area of the different building. For example, if this name, if we consider the name, it says block 1 floor 1 built up area, because it's the first block, only one block we have created on this site, so block 1 layer we are using. If we have another block as well, we'll create a new layer called block 2 floor, whatever floor it is, and built up area. So this is how we need to create more layers if we are planning to propose more buildings or more floors as well. For now, we have already uh, shown the layers for four floors and three basement levels. Two basement levels. Mostly in the CBs, we are allowed to have G+2. Only 3 floors are allowed generally. So if needed, and as per the CBs, if it is allowed, we need to create more layers and more block layers. Similarly, we just need to duplicate the layer and change its name. Okay, sir. Is there any doubt till now in these 3 layers? Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, then you are audible.
Okay. Sir, is there any doubt till now in these 3 layers? Hello? So we may please have an interactive session. If there are any doubts, you may please ask.
Ramgarh, Clement Town, Dehu Road, Sikandrabad, and Badam Bagh. Please respond.
No doubt, sir.
No doubt, sir. Clear.
Sir,
Hello.
sir, we're here from Badami Bagh.
Hello.
Huh, sir?
Hello? Yes, sir.
Hello. Ma'am, I have something to ask.
Yes, sir, please.
Can you please open the drawing from Dehradun area? It's by the name of
Yes,
Veena Thapa, the fourth tab. Yeah.
okay. Yes, sir.
Ma'am, actually, first of all, I need to ask that the staircase area that I have marked, is it correct or not?
So staircase area you have marked incompletely.
Uh, so how should I mark it?
So if you yes, sir. So if you see the last video shared with you,
Uh-huh.
uh, in that particular video we already discussed that how the rectangles should be marked. First of all, the complete area in the polyline of the staircase, we'll mark that. For example, like this, we'll not duplicate any layers, any portal layers. Will not duplicate because it will be counted twice otherwise.
Okay.
So yeah, so we'll just mark once this particular layer, and we'll match it with this layer called this block and floor 1 staircase. So if we are working on the ground floor, we'll match it with this layer under the
0.
column floor 0.
Floor 0.
If we are working on first floor, then we'll match it with floor 1, if
Okay.
and so on. Okay. Then the second thing, uh, if you see in this template itself, it explains what what you are expected to do with that particular layer. So polyline showing the staircase area, you need to show in this layer in color 7. In the same layer in color 3, you will show the lines showing the number of risers, which you have shown, I guess.
Yes.
Right. This is also floor wise. You will show the risers in the floor wise layers. Then in color 2, you will show the dimension with color code 2 as width, and in color code 1, you will show the dimension with color code 1 as length. Similarly, we have different layer for the landing only. This was for the whole flight. Now for the landing. So
I've
you have
actually
shown,
marked the landing as well. If you can just send it to back,
yeah,
this layer. Send this layer to back.
so this is your flight.
The flight, yeah.
Right.
Actually, I have
Also,
3 flights in this day.
each flight you need to show the dimension, and each landing you show the dimension in different layer, as shown over here.
Okay.
Also, you need to specify if it is a fire staircase or general staircase. If in your CB's specific bylaws, if it is mandatory to show a fire staircase in your building, then you will show the same staircase in the same layers or under fire staircase
Okay.
layers. Yeah. So otherwise the portal will show a query on that you haven't shown any fire staircase. So if it is a general staircase only, then you will use this layer format. Otherwise, you will use the fire staircase format if you are willing to show it as a fire staircase. Also in fire staircase, you must have entrance or exit directly to the ground level, like outside the
Okay.
building. Only
Hmm.
then it's a fire staircase, right? So
Hmm.
every whatever specifications are there for fire staircase, you need to follow it, and you need to make create it under these layers of fire staircase only. If it is, in
Okay.
case if it is a spiral staircase, then you will use this layer to show the outer spiral area of the staircase, just to show that it is a spiral staircase.
Hmm.
And you will just see the comments in the row adjacent to it, circle showing the spiral staircase if applicable as per design. So this is not mandatory that you have a spiral staircase in every plan. There are some mandatory layers as per this particular table, where we have shown which all layers are the mandatory ones. For example, your plot boundary layer, your built up area layer, building footprint, setback layer. These
Mm-hmm.
are all mandatory layers. And
Mandatory layers.
yeah, right. And uh, the setback layers are is mandatory, but whatever setback is being specified as per your specific and bylaws, that
Mm-hmm.
minimum setback you have to follow.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. And one more thing, like
Yes, sir.
we have marked rooms according to color, no, different colors according to layers. So there is no specific color for veranda, I
Yeah,
guess.
so verandas, all the lounges, all the drawing rooms or dining areas or the common areas
Okay.
would be
Uh,
shown in same color, which is
three. Three.
color 3. Yeah, yeah, green
Okay.
color 3.
Green color.
Right.
Veranda with green color.
It's it's already shown over here in the layer called habitable room, the layer called
Mm-hmm.
block N floor I regular room. The
Mm-hmm.
layer would be same, and you'll choose the color as per the room type
Hmm.
on for each floor.
And what about utility room and puja room? If we have any puja room,
So other utilities, it's being shown in this color 8.
okay. And what about
So
puja room?
everything you have, any utility, if it is a storage sort of room, be it a
Okay.
godown or something, so then it will
Uh-huh.
be shown in color 70. So if it is a common area sort of thing, if the puja room is a part of drawing room itself, then you will show
Okay.
it in 3 only,
Three only.
because
Okay.
it has
Okay.
nothing to
Okay.
do with sanctioning of your plan. If it is
Okay.
just a open puja corner, for example,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in the drawing room itself, so you don't need to show it separately. You will just show the drawing room, including the area of that open puja room. If
Open
it's a
puja room.
enclosed puja room in itself, then you can
Hmm.
show it in other utility rooms
Okay.
under color 8.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello.
And
Yes,
we don't
yes.
have to. We don't have to mark the roof plan.
No, in the roof plan, see, if you will mark the roof plan under some other floor level, it will read it as a floor, a
Floor. Okay.
separate floor. So just keep it in the 0th layer itself,
Mm-hmm.
because it will be useful for manual scrutiny later on. For portal
Okay.
scrutiny, there are no, because CB bylaws don't specify anything about your terrace area. So that is why
Okay.
portal will not scrutinize the terrace.
Acha,
But
one
you
more
have to
thing.
see the complete
I also
drawing
ask.
in 0th layer only.
I also need to ask one more thing. The last thing. The projection, the projection which we are taking on in ground floor, I have marked it in that chhajja layer, I guess.
Yeah, if it is an
If you can,
accessible projection, then you will mark it in balcony layer. If it is
okay.
inaccessible, then in the chaja layer. If it's a canopy on the over the door lintel or
If it's
anything
accessible,
inaccessible,
if it is accessible, then I have to
then
mark it in
balcony layer.
balcony
Balcony layer.
layer. Okay. And it will be marked in zero floor only.
Sorry, it will be.
Marked in zero floor only. The ground floor will be marked in zero floor, and the first floor will be marked in floor one, according to the table.
Yeah. So for ground floor, there will be no balcony. For ground floor, it would be a platform or a chabutra sort of thing.
So
Yeah,
there is
balcony
no
would be
layer.
there in first floor. So we
No,
have
so
the layer for, yeah,
balcony we will mark it in balcony layer for zero floor, floor
for
zero.
first floor. See, if you are showing a balcony on first floor, you'll show
Uh-huh.
it in the first floor layer. Because if you are constructing the balcony on first floor, you will show it
Mm-hmm.
on first floor.
Okay.
On ground floor, you
So
will show it if you are showing a chabutra below the balcony.
okay. Got
Okay.
it. Got it.
So yeah. So otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
it will get counted twice. The single, if you are creating a single balcony on first floor,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and you'll show it in ground floor plan, then it will be counted twice in first floor and ground floor as well. If it is not the case and you are not providing any plinth onto the ground floor
Mm-hmm.
below or beneath the balcony, then you
Ah,
will not show anything on the ground floor. You will just show the setback area.
okay. The projection does not need to be shown in ground floor.
Projection, like dotted things, whatever dotted we used to show on ground floor,
Ground
that
floor, yeah.
you may show, that
In zero,
dotted
in
thing.
zero layer. We can mark it in zero layer.
No, all the
No.
dotted things you will mark it on in zero layer if you want to. Yes,
Yes,
but
no.
in
Okay.
portal, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got it. Got it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
but the portal, welcome sir, but the
Ah.
portal layers
Mm-hmm.
you'll use very specifically, because the layers of the enclosed polylines, those
Mm-hmm.
will be helpful in for the portal to count the total area on that floor.
Okay. Okay.
Hello,
Yes.
ma'am. Please
Yes sir.
explain about how to mark the direction north and match it with the layer.
Sir, in direction north, that would be just a second. Direction north. Yeah, so this needs to be checked manually. So what we were planning to have a polyline to show the north direction from the CVs, but the portal will not be able to check it manually. So what we thought later on is to drop the layer, I mean the portal layer. So you can just show it on the zeroth layer, and it would be checked manually later on. Otherwise, you can just show the polyline showing the north.
We have already marked
Tanvi,
the
sorry to interrupt. One question here. Madhvi here,
Yeah.
Tanvi.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So we can keep manual verification by saying in the EDCR report like verify, but still like we are expecting north layer, north direction layer, because we don't know if we need to verify it or not, right? If bylaw
Yeah,
says that,
actually, bylaw says that there should be a
and
north
so
should be
we should
marked
be having
directly.
some facility saying that yeah, this bylaw requires to be verified, not direction to be verified, right? So for that
Yeah.
reason, we thought like we'll have the layer, but we'll put in report as verify so that it can be verified manually.
Okay. 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 So, sir,
in
you'll get a layer called north direction also in the template shared with you, which I'll just share with you, the updated one. So you'll get another layer called north underscore direction, wherein you can show just the polyline like this. For example, if this is my north, I can just show a polyline showing the direction of my north like this, and I'll just match this with the property of that particular layer, which you'll get now in the updated template. Okay, sir.
and ma'am, what about electrical line and plumbing line?
So electrical and plumbing, we already have the layers. For example, if you'll see under utility supply line, so we have these lines. Electrical supply line, we have mandate. This line to show this line is mandatory, and this you need to show in color 1, water supply line under color 2, water drain line color 40, and sewerage line color 48. These are the layers, and these you have to show only onto the site plan like this.
Okay. I mean,
Like
in
this
this
we
case,
have shown
we have found a
that.
error point that was mentioning about the well not defined in the drawing. So what
Yeah,
was
yeah.
that?
So well, you don't need to. That is not mandate. Actually, the wells were outdated building bylaw, and that was decided with the CBs in the meeting that we were omitting that particular bylaw. So if in case you have that, you can show it in the zeroth layer itself. If you don't have that, it's not mandatory to show because this has been omitted.
But it was given in the scrutiny report now.
Sir, which CB you
No,
belong
it's
to, sir?
okay. On that basis, your plan will not get rejected.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
And ma'am, the template you have provided now, that is the latest one, and the previous one, both the templates have some differences. Some points were given in the this
Yes, yes.
latest one, and previous one does not have that are given in latest, and some
So
latest.
please use the updated one only.
Okay.
So because this back and forth we are doing because this
For
portal is
example,
under testing right now.
is not given in the latest template.
What, sir?
Ramp and main gate boundary walls, these are not given in latest one.
Ramp, because ramps are not being asked for in your CB bylaws, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. So whatever is applicable for as per your CB bylaws and your project only those layers you need to uh, update your drawings with, and some mandatory layers which are mandatory, whatever your CB is, whatever your land use is, some mandatory layers along with the applicable layers. Only those you need to select. Okay, sir.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Tanvi,
Any
I
other
have a
doubts?
question.
Yeah, sure. Please go.
Can we have this scrutiny verification ourselves?
I didn't get your question, sir. Ourselves
Uh,
as in?
I have got these application and login details where I can upload the DXF file and I can view the EDCR report, but I am not
Yeah,
able to
you can.
upload it. It's showing some error.
If it is less than 30 MB, I hope it will not show the error.
No, it is
Is
less
it
than
showing?
30 MB. I'm
Yeah.
getting an error by the name 404. Every time I'm uploading the file,
Sir,
it's showing some
which
error.
CB you belong to, sir?
I'm
Yeah.
from Dehradun, the fourth tab file.
So, Madhu ma'am, can we
Yeah,
put
we
some light
can
on that?
do it. Which one? Dehradun test Veena Tapa, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is uploading now. Probably I can show the demo.
Can you please
Can
show
can
it
I
now?
show now or
Yeah.
Tanvi afterwards? You want me to continue?
You
Sir,
can
when did
show
you
it
last
when
try that, sir?
I tried it yesterday, I guess.
No, today probably you can try. Maybe some
Okay.
services were down yesterday.
Okay, I'll try it again.
Yeah, today it is working fine.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hope till these three layers we are clear by now, right? So we have covered plot boundary layer, built up area layer, building footprint layer. If we have any thing which we want to show under existing built up area, we'll show these layers: built up area existing, built up area existing underscore deduct for the similarly as we were showing the proposed new built up area and built up area deduct. Similarly, we'll use this built up area existing and built up area existing deduct. And in case we are demolishing some part of already existing built up area, we'll show it in this last particular layer, floor wise itself. Then the fourth layer comes setback, which is again a mandatory layer, and as per your CB bylaws, it will be decided that whatever minimum setbacks are specified as per your bylaws, you will follow them only. All the four side setbacks you need to show onto your drawings. For example, for front setback, we'll take the rectangle, or else we'll take the polyline and we'll create an enclosed polyline. And one thing, while creating the setback, we need to ensure that it touches one side to our plot boundary and the other side to our building footprint layer. Only then it will be able to capture the correct setback area. So this enclosed polyline, this is touching the building footprint layer on one side and it is touching the plot boundary layer on other side. So now it will take the correct area of the front setback. Now we'll match its properties with front setback layer, which is shown in color yellow, color 2. The another rectangle will create for the side setback or rear setback and for the side 2 setback, and we'll match it with respective setback layers. For front setback we have this yellow one. For side
मैडम
1 setback yes sir, yes sir.
मैडम ये सॉफ्टवेयर अभी आप दिखा रहे हैं ना, वो सभी को भेज रहे हैं, सभी कैंट्स को भेजा क्या? जो दूसरा क्या पूछ रहे हैं ना डाउट्स इसके मतलब
Yes sir.
हमको तो रिसीव नहीं हुआ, इसीलिए हम पूछ रहे हैं ये टेम्पलेट और ये और
Which
टेबल
CD you are talking about, sir?
सिकंदराबाद मैडम,
Secunderabad. So I hope if it was not being shared with you, it will be shared now. You please just go through
with
the
our architect.
video last shared once, and you please try to understand how we need to upload it. It will be shared with you soon.
Please share it madam, till date we have not received anything.
Okay sir, okay, we'll share it.
Thank you. Yes, madam, you have that means some numerical values are showing on that template, madam. What are those referred to, madam? Can you explain
Which
once
one
again?
sir? Which one sir? You
That
may
means
please
1 to this color in the color column.
Okay,
You are
okay.
showing 1 to 171. What are those, madam?
Yes, sir. So these are the layers which we need to specifically we have created these layers in these particular colors. So this layer and this particular color has been assigned for this particular purpose. Only this color will be readable by the portal. So this is just the color of this layer. For example, this, if you'll talk about this setback layer, if you'll see the properties, I have the layer name called block 1 level 0 front setback. Also for these 4 layers, I have the same layer name. If you'll see the layer name, for example, this built up area. So I have the same layer name. We have different layer name because this is the different floor we are talking about. So I'll show you the
That means
example.
you are showing a floor 0 as a ground floor. Madam, you are showing a floor 0 as a ground floor.
Yeah, floor 0
but in case
is
of
ground floor.
seller, what? Madam, in case of seller, what to do, madam?
So if you have a basement, you will show it in. If you have a basement, you will show it in basement 1, basement 2. If you have the strength, you will show it in floor 0.
Okay,
sir. Then if, for example, this is the layer of habitable room called block N, floor 1 regular room. where we have a
Okay.
same layer for same floor. If you see in the layer name over here, block 1 floor 0 regular room, but the color is varied over here, right? So for example, we are
Okay.
having this particular color red. This is color 1 for the bedroom or all the habitable rooms. If the bedroom is attached with the bathroom, we'll show it in color 2, which is being the number shown here, color 2, and the color 2 is yellow. So these are the by default colors of AutoCAD. By default color 1 of AutoCAD is this red color. By default color 2 is this yellow color. So for example, if I select this particular layer, it shows in green color. I can change the color when I'll go to here to customize it. For example, right now it's in color 3, which is green. I can change the color to color 4, color 5, which is blue. Then color 5 we are using for color 5 we are using to show the kitchen. Color 4 we are using to show the child bedroom. ऐसे ही color 3 we are using to show the drawing room. So we need to be specific and careful about choosing the layer name and the color applied as per the specified floor. If it's a ground floor, I'll follow the layers under this column only. If it's a first floor, I'll follow the layers under this column only. And we can create new layers if it is applicable as per our proposed building plan. New layers when we would need to be created when for example, if I have another block on the same site, so I will create a whole column of these layers and copy them separately, and I'll change the name. For example, it is block 1 floor 0 built-up area. I'll go to the layer properties. If it is block 2, then I'll create a separate layer and the name would be block 2 floor 0 built up area. So in that manner, I have to create new layers on the basis of these already created layers for the floor. Okay.
We can change the color of that
You can change
block.
the color,
That means
but you'll have to maintain the color specified in this table. That is why the color is being specified over here. That by mistake you don't change. For example, if the portal takes it in color 1 and you change the color of this layer to some other color, the portal will not accept it. So that is why the color is being written over here to ensure that this particular color is the color of the layer which is desired by the portal.
okay. That means every polyline has to be closed, or else it would take the area. You are telling that.
It wouldn't take, yes. If it is not a enclosed polyline, that it will not read. Portal will not
Madam?
read the area. Yes, sir.
Madam, in our cantonment board, silt floor also allowed actually. There is a separate lane for silt floor, madam. Layer for silt floor.
Which floor? Stilt floor.
Silt floor.
Stilt. So, sir, stilt you will create in floor 0 only.
Okay.
Stilt you will create in floor 0, and the floor above the stilt you will create in floor 1.
Okay. Okay. You can
So
create
the
it
portal
separate.
reads it that way actually.
Okay. That is only for car parking purpose, madam. That is only for.
Yeah, no issues, sir. Yes, sir, no issues
That
on
is
that.
exempted
But
in
the
the
portal
FSI.
reads it. Yes,
That
sir.
layer is exempted in the FSI.
That layer is exempted from FSI. Yes.
FSI.
Yes, madam.
You should
Okay,
create
that
like
is
that.
That layer is exempt.
yeah, that is no issue, sir, because then FSI will be calculated from this built-up area layer, na? So
Yes.
you will create the built-up area for floor 1. You will not create it for floor 0 or stilt in that case. You will create it for floor 1, floor 2. If it is exempted from FAR. So whatever FAR you want to, whatever built-up area you want to include in FAR, only that you will build in these built-up area layers.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right.
That means the manually we can select what layers to be calculated in built-up area, madam.
Manually, you have to select. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So whatever you will select and update onto your drawing, on the basis of that, your drawing will be accepted or rejected by the portal. The layers you will, as per this template, when you
Madam, the
will
first floor
update.
area.
Sorry, sir.
Madam, for open staircase, 150 square meter, 150 square feet is exempted from FSA, madam. That
Okay,
means
sir.
if it comes in floor 1 or means we can be exempt that 150 square feet, madam.
Yes, sir. So you will
Particularly one
just
particular
create
item.
this. Yes, sir. You will exempt if you want to exempt that particular area from your total built-up area. If it is exempted from total FAR calculation, then you will just create this polyline in of built-up area and exclude that particular area of staircase, open staircase, under the area deduct layer, because you are now deducting that particular area from your main built-up area calculation.
Okay. That
Okay,
means
sir.
we have to write it twice these values. That means in the built-up area first time and the deducted area to be on the second time. In
Yes,
that manner,
the
or
total built-up area is the total floor plate, whatever you are constructing, and whatever are the deductions, be it the shafts, be it the staircase or lifts or whatever, which are not being supposed to be the part of the FAR or built-up area. That voids you need to create in this particular layer called built-up area deduct.
okay, madam. One more point, madam.
Yes,
Hello,
sir. Yes, sir.
madam. In the first floor area, there will be projections. That means balcony projections. In the
Yeah.
ground floor, there won't be any projections. That means in the ground floor, on one particular area, if there is setback of 5 feet, and if it comes to the first floor, means there will be, that means a 3 feet balcony projection will be available, no, madam. At that area, only 2 feet only, 2 feet setback. That means 2 feet space only, 2 feet running space only, open to sky only, madam. Then what should
Yeah,
be the
yeah.
FSA? That what should be the setback?
Yeah, so I
Then
just
how to
told
treat
you, in the site plan, we'll show the total setback area from the
Okay.
plot boundary line on one side to the building footprint line on other side. So it will touch the building footprint. If the balcony, you're saying balcony is on the upper floor, right? So you
Okay.
have
Okay.
shown it in the 0th layer only. So portal will not read it. Okay.
Okay.
So balcony in the site plan, you're showing balcony in maybe in the 0th layer. Then on the site plan, you will show building footprint, plot boundary, and the setback line, overlapping the building footprint line and the plot boundary line. Okay, so this will create your front setback or all the setbacks like this only. Right, now
That means
comes the balcony.
the setbacks available in the ground floor only reflected of our first to second and the remaining floors. So you are telling the same, madam? Hello,
Sorry, sir. Yes, sir. What are you saying? Can
madam.
you please repeat?
The setbacks available in the ground floor only reflects in the first floor and second floor. You are telling that like that, madam? That means if
So
the setbacks in the ground floor is 5 feet.
setback will be shown only on the site plan, not on the floor plan. So for the first floor and second floor, we don't have any setback criteria, right? We
Okay.
have the setback
Okay.
criteria in the site plan itself,
Okay. Sorry, madam. Thank
right? So yeah,
you. All
or
right.
if in case we have the balcony, so we'll show it on the first floor if we have the balcony or any projection. If we have accessible projection, so we'll create it under the layer called floor 1 balcony. If it is inaccessible projection, we'll show it under the layer called chhajja, block N floor I chhajja. If it is accessible, then block N floor I balcony. So on first floor, if we have the balcony, we'll show it on the first floor plan itself. On ground floor, we'll show it if we have any plinth or any chabutra below the just below the balcony. Only then we'll show it on the ground floor if we are building anything on the ground floor. Whatever built up is there on whichever floor, we'll use the layer of that floor only. So we'll not create the layer twice for the single balcony. If we have just one balcony on the first floor, we'll just show the balcony on first floor itself. So as here we have the layer called block 1 floor 1 balcony 1. On ground floor, because we have the chabutra within the setback, so here we are saying block 1 floor 0 balcony 1. If we are not having any chabutra or plinth on the ground floor, we will not show this layer on the ground floor. We'll just show on the first floor like this. Okay, sir. Sir,
Yes,
have I
ma'am.
answered your question?
Hello,
Any further doubt on
madam.
this? Yes, sir.
Generally, we show the dotted line in balcony projection in ground floor, madam.
Yes,
Is
sir.
it
So that
possible, madam?
dotted line we can show under the 0th layer, but not
Okay.
on the portal layers.
Okay, understood, madam. Right.
Okay, sir.
Right.
Okay, sir. Because anything in 0th layer you want to show, you can show it to be checked manually. But in the portal layer, if you show it twice on the drawing, it will be counted twice.
Okay, okay, madam. Right. Understood,
Yes,
madam.
sir. Okay, sir. So staircase we have already talked about. If there is any doubt in staircase till now, you may please let me know. Okay, so we have covered till now plot boundary, built up area, building footprint, setbacks, chhajja projection, balcony, and the staircase. Now the plinth height. To show the plinth height, we have a separate layer in color 7. To show the building height, we have a separate layer in color 5. And to show the parapet height, we have a separate layer in color 3. In the elevation or the section, we'll show them just one time, one single time. We'll not show it again and again, otherwise the portal will read it twice or thrice. So this particular layer, if you see the name of the layer, block 1, height of the building, so total height of the building will be shown in this particular layer. Then here we have the floor height layer, block 1 floor 0 floor height. So for each floor we have defined different layer. So if you see the name, block 1 floor height is this, and this is a different layer, block 1 floor 2 floor height. So the color would be the same, but the layer would be different. In this particular layer, we need to show the clear height of the floor from the floor finish to the bottom of ceiling, so that it will validate that particular bylaw wherein the height of your roof should be minimum 3 meter or should be minimum whatever that bylaw says. So you will mark the dimension to show the clear height of your that particular floor wise layer. You will select block 1 floor 0 floor height for this, then block 1 floor 1 floor height, then block 1 floor 2 floor height, and the clear floor height from floor finish to bottom of ceiling. Okay, sir. And along with the staircase, we'll mark floor height m equals to whatever is the height of the floor from floor finish of the lower floor to the floor finish of the upper floor, landing of the lower floor to the landing of the upper floor. Okay, sir. So this would be different. The floor height underscore m over here means the dimensions in meter. So we'll have to write the total floor finish to floor finish height over here in meters. So this would be 3.2 for example here, and this clear height would be for example 3 meters only, because this is from floor finish to the bottom of the ceiling, and that is from floor finish to floor finish. of the 2 floors, subsequent floors. Right,
Madam,
sir?
Madam, sorry, staircase headroom, madam. You have to show on terrace floor staircase headroom height and overhead tank height, lift room height.
Sorry, sir.
Staircase
Can you
headroom
please
in staircase headroom.
staircase headroom.
Headroom.
So, sir, headroom actually in CB bylaws, headroom are not being specified. So that can be checked manually onto your drawing. So you can show it in 0th layer only.
Okay, madam. Right.
Okay, sir.
Right.
So whatever is being applicable as per your bylaws only, that you need to show into these defined layers. And otherwise, all the information, whatever you want to show, you can show it in 0th layer to be checked further manually.
Okay, right.
Yes, sir. Okay, so any doubt till now? We have covered all the layers till the staircase till now. Floor height we have already covered over here. So whatever floor height we are showing in the elevation or the section, that would be the clear floor height, and the layer will be different, but the color would be same. And along with the staircase, we'll show the floor finish to floor finish height, and that would be in the layer of block 1, floor 0, stair 1 itself, in the same layer wherein we are preparing that polyline for the staircase. This first layer of staircase, this one, with the name of the layer is block N, floor I, stair K, whatever staircase it is, the polyline we are showing in this layer, and we'll show the M text like this. Simply we'll write the text FLR_HT_M equals to whatever is the floor finish to floor finish height in meters. Okay, then moving on to the next layer, we have the habitable rooms. In habitable room, the layer name is block N, floor I, regular room. In the regular room, we have these specific colors as per the type of the room. If it is a simple bedroom, we'll show it in color 1. If it is a bedroom with attached bathroom, in color 2. Drawing room, color 3. If it's a toilet or bathroom, in color 6. Kitchen, in color 5, and so on. If we have any part of the building which is being used for convenience shop, then color 10. If a whole building block is there which is being used as a religious building, then in color 40. If it is a small part of puja room or a utility room or a unenclosed corner, puja corner we are having, then we can show it in the upper layers only. We don't need to create a separate layer for that if it is a part of the same block and same building. So for example, I have already shown that for floor 0, for ground floor if we are talking, so we have the layer name is same for all these room types. If you see in the properties, the layer name is block 1, floor 0, regular room, but the color varies. So the color varies, and as per the room type, we'll select the color onto the ground floor. Similarly, onto the first floor, we have same layer names called block 1, floor 1, regular room. All the bedrooms we'll show in this color, and all the washrooms we'll show in the specified color 6. Similarly, we'll show these room types on to each floor. Then the light and ventilation. The layer name is block N, floor 1, light ventilation. For each floor, we have this layer wherein we'll create the openings, the polylines which show the opening. For doors, we are showing the same thing in color, same layer we have for doors, windows, and ventilators as well. But colors we have, for door it is 24, for window it is 140, and for ventilator it is 150. So we need to select the colors and layers carefully. For whatever floor plan we are working, we need to work accordingly. So for example, if I want to show the door, I'll go to ground floor plan and I'll take this rectangle and I'll show the door opening, and I will match the door layer on ground floor with this. So now it comes under block 1 floor 0 light ventilation, and the color already specifies that it is under the door layer. Similarly for windows, I'll mark another polyline to show, and the portal itself will read the width of the window like this. And I'll now match it with this layer on ground floor for windows. Like this for all the windows on the same floor. Now for the ventilators, I'll similarly draw the polyline like this for all the ventilators on the same floor, and I'll match the layer of ventilator, which is color 150, with the polyline I just created for the ventilator, all the ventilators. So this is how openings will be created. So habitable room and openings. I hope it is clear. If it is not, you may please ask the doubt. Okay, so is it clear, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Madam, drawing with
Then interior
specified color. Madam. Hello. Madam.
Yes, sir.
Madam,
Yes, sir,
drawing
please,
with the
sir.
specified color. Madam, if you draw with that specified
Yes.
color given by you, will the area taken
Yes.
automatically, madam, in the portal? Or we have to type
Yes,
that
sir.
area?
The portal will read it automatically. If you'll Yes, sir. If you will create it in correct layer under correct color, portal will read it automatically.
That means we have to first select
Okay,
that
sir.
layer. Later we have to draw that one. Like that, madam?
First, you have to draw the polyline onto your plan, and
Okay.
all the polylines will overlap each other. All the polylines will overlap your already prepared drawing in 0th layer. All these portal layers, you will overlap new rectangles or new polylines over it, and you will match the property of the desired layer as per the portal template. Okay, sir.
Yes, madam.
Okay, so the next layer we are having for the courtyard. So if you have any inner courtyard inside your building, you will show it under this layer. Building basement footprint. If in case you have the basement, then you will show that basement footprint in this layer in color 5. So we have created these layers under basement 1 column and basement 2 column, because these are specifically for basements only. So for this color, you have to show the polyline showing the building basement footprint, and I should be negative value like -1, -2. So for example, if I select this layer, you'll see the layer name is block 1 level -1 basement _foot _print. So the level would be -1 over here. Then for the second basement, if you will see the name is block 1 level -2 basement footprint. So it is the level -2 because it's a second basement. So in this particular layer, in this particular color, you will show the polyline to show the basement footprint. Then the dimension with color code 1, that is red, to show the height from floor to the soffit of the slab. That means clear height of the basement you will show in red color. Then the dimension with color code 2, minimum height of the ceiling of upper basement above ground level. For example, the ground level or the plot level, you have that natural ground level, whatever it is plus minus 0 0, and whatever is your height of the upper basement above the ground, you will mark this dimension onto your elevation or section. Okay, sir. Then the dimension with color code 3 or green color, it is to show the level of basement under the ground. So this yellow color was to show the height of basement above the ground, wherein you'll show the ventilation of basement, wherever ventilators or windows you are providing in that particular height. I mean above the ground and below the beam of your basement. So that height above the ground will be shown in yellow color, and the height below the ground will be shown in green color. Okay, sir, is the basement part clear? In the blue color, we'll show the polyline to show the building basement footprint. We'll show it onto our basement floor plan. Okay, then these three are dimensions we need to show on the section or elevation of the building. In case we have the basement of the plan, we'll show the dimension with color code 1, that is red, to show the clear height of the basement from bottom of soffit to the floor finish of the basement. That is the clear height of basement will be shown in red color. Then the height of basement soffit above the ground floor will be shown in yellow color, and the floor, the dimension below the ground level to the floor finish of the basement will be shown in green color. Is it fine, sir? Is there any doubt till now? I hope it is clear till now. So we'll move on to the distance between blocks. For if in case we have two blocks on the same site, we need to show the distance or the dimension showing the distance between these two blocks under this particular layer. Only on the site plan we need to show this, nowhere on the floor plan or elevation section or nowhere else. Just on the site plan we'll show this, the distance between blocks. Then the wash basin, WC, urinals, bath and toilets. These we need to show the polylines as per the specified colors over here. For example, WCs. So we have marked this kind of polylines for WCs. And if you see the name of the layer in the properties, block 1, floor 0, water _ closet. So all the WCs will be on the same floor, will be on the same layer, like this. Okay, then if I select the wash basins, so all the wash basins on the same floor will be on the same layer, or all the wash basins of same type. If we have different types of wash basins or sanitary fixtures, then we have different layers for each type. So generally we have a similar type of WC or wash basin, so we can draw all those similar type sanitary fixtures onto a similar layer for the single floor. So all wash basins on this floor in same layer, same color. All WCs on this floor, same layer, same color. Similarly, we have other layer called urinal. If you are proposing any urinals, you can use this layer. Or bathrooms and toilets, we just want to have the dimension to show height of the bathroom, bath 1, and dimension to show height of the toilet, TOI 1. For example, if your bathroom and WCs are attached, then you will show it under the toilet. Or if it is just a separate bathroom area, then you will show it under this particular layer. The dimension would be shown under this particular layer. After this, we will show the utility supply lines. I have just told you we already have this layer with 4 different colors. For color 1, we will use color 1 to show electric supply line, color 2 for water supply line, color 40 for water drain line, and sewerage line. For sewerage line, color 48 will be used, and this will be shown in the site plan itself. So I have just shown symbolically that this way you will show the lines, and the movement of, for example, if it's a water supply line, so whatever the movement would be there as applicable to your proposed project, you will show it the whole polyline in this particular name and color. Okay, sir. Then similarly, septic tank. So this layer we have septic underscore tank underscore n. In color 1, we'll show existing septic tank onto the site plan itself. In color 2, we'll show same layer. Color 2 will show proposed septic tank. And in color 3, we'll show the dimension to the water source of that septic tank. So in this site plan, I have shown this polyline as the septic tank, and because it is in red color, this is existing septic tank, and this same layer green color, we are showing the distance from the water source, like this. Also, if your CB bylaws specify anything about the ground coverage area, then you will show that as well under block 1 covered area, block 1 covered area deduct, in the similar manner what we used for our built up area layers. So we'll create our ground coverage area as well if our CB bylaws, if it is applicable as per our CAN specific bylaws. So this layer is for ground floor only, because the ground coverage area will show only on the ground floor. And the built up area layer we were showing it onto each floor, the built up area on each floor. So these are the layers which you are supposed to overlap your drawings with, so that our portal can read them. Any doubts till now, you may please tell me.
Excuse me, ma'am. I want to ask you told me to mark the height of the toilet. Supposingly in my section, the height of the toilet is not given, then where should I mark it?
So in the section, for example, you'll show a section through the toilets or staircase. So there only you can mark the dimension.
Supposingly my section is not through the toilet, then?
If you're saying if your section is not through the toilets.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So if your CAN specific bylaws says something about that if your minimum height of your washroom should be this much, or minimum height of your toilet should be this much, then only you need to show it. Otherwise, it's not mandatory for that case.
Thank you, ma'am.
Otherwise, if the bylaws says specifically about that, you need to show a section through toilets and then mark the dimension.
Right.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
I am from Badabi Bagh, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
In which layer we have to show elevation section and all that?
So by default, your elevation section you will copy in 0th layer, and then these layer, for example, building 1, block 1, height of building, and this parapet height, and these floor heights, in which we are showing the clear height of each of the floors. Only these layer need to be updated in your elevation or your section just once in single drawing, just once.
We have
all other information of elevation and section would be there in 0th layer itself.
0th layer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Any other doubts, sir?
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 157 158
Ma'am, what will be the unit and scale of our drawings?
So metric unit is the by default unit, and scale will always be 1:1. And this is, yes, this is very important that you all ensure that these two things are to be ensured, that the scale of the drawing is 1:1 and metric. If in case you are drawing in feet inches as well, then also you can show it like this, where you can show mark both the dimensions. I mean, like this. If I select this, so it shows that the dimension written over here 4.64 meters, and the dimension shown over here is fine. Even if your drawing is in feet inches, but the scale is in 1:1, so this will work, because the area, then the portal will read the correct area as 4.64 meters, even if you have drawn your drawing in feet inches itself. Okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So now I hope all the doubts are cleared. If there is any further doubt, you may please let me know. So now we'll see some of the common mistakes what we found in some files till now. So keeping the reference table in the drawing, remove this before uploading to the portal. So if you
हेलो
yes sir,
हेलो मैम, मैं मथुरा से बात कर रहा था।
जी बताइए सर।
हाँ मैम, क्या है इसमें कुछ चीज़ें ऐसी हैं जो इसमें टेम्पलेट में दी हुई नहीं है, जैसे कि मुझे की प्लान मार्क करना हो या फिर फाउंडेशन मार्क करना है।
जी, तो वो सब कुछ सर 0th लेयर में मार्क कर दीजिए।
नहीं नहीं मैम, उसके रिगार्डिंग क्या है, इसमें एरर शो करता है। जो आपका है बायोलॉजी वैलिडेशन दे रहे हैं आप, उसमें ये एरर आ रहे हैं हमारे पास।
सर आप किस लेयर में शो कर रहे हैं? ये जो फाउंडेशन डिटेल और की प्लान
0 लेयर में,
0 लेयर में कर रहे हैं।
हाँ, और ये सारे हमारे पास नॉर्थ डायरेक्शन है, इन सबके क्या है हमारे पास एरर शो कर रहा है, जबकि हमारे ये मैम सब 0 लेयर में है ऑलरेडी।
अच्छा, तो we'll check on it once कि क्यों शो कर रहा है। आपको 0 लेयर में वो चीजें बनानी है जो कि इस DXF टेम्पलेट में नहीं है।
बट मैम ऑलरेडी वो 0 लेयर में है, जैसे कि मेरा फाउंडेशन का हो गया, की प्लान हो गया, नॉर्थ डायरेक्शन हो गया, या सेप्टर टैंक हो गया, या मेन गेट का हो गया, या रैंप हो गया, ये हमारे हैं वो सब 0 लेयर में है। और 0 लेयर में होने के बावजूद भी इसमें हमारा वो आ रहा है, एरर शो कर रहा है।
अच्छा ठीक है सर, we'll check it once.
Tanvi, he's trying to say that he's drawn everything in 0th layer, not in the specified layer, right? If it is north direction, it has to be there in the north direction.
Yeah. So
for that it will show error.
For north direction, we'll create one more layer and we'll update it. For other layers, for example, ramp, he's saying, for example, some other things which are not being asked by their CB bylaws, we'll not use that layer on portal, na?
Yeah, so sir, you belong to Mathura, right?
Hello?
You belong to Mathura, right?
जी, right, ma'am.
Okay. Sir, can you specify which plan you are talking about?
जी मैम, अभी मेरा है ये मैम, ये इस नाम से है, मथुरा चंद्रवन नाम से होगी फाइल को।
यही है क्या सर, मोती कुंज एक्सटेंशन?
जी मैम, नहीं एक और है मैम, दूसरी फाइल। मेरा फाइल नेम है मथुरा टेस्ट .cvm.bc।
चलिए हम इसमें देख लेते हैं। यू आर सेइंग, आप कह रहे हैं कि ये की प्लान है जो आपने 0 लेयर में बनाया है ना? तो की प्लान के लिए अलग से कोई लेयर नहीं है। की प्लान आप 0 लेयर में बनाएंगे और वो मैन्युअली ही चेक हो पाएगा, क्योंकि पोर्टल को वैलिडेशंस चाहिए होते हैं ना, तो हम किस चीज से चेक करेंगे कि की प्लान सही है या नहीं?
या मैम एक चीज और है, इसमें फाउंडेशन है हमारा, फाउंडेशन को देखिए, फाउंडेशन डिटेल हम लोग देते हैं, उसका भी एरर। हाँ, ये
भी आपने 0 लेयर में बनाया हुआ है ना? हाँ, तो फाउंडेशन लेयर के लिए भी हमारे पास हाँ अलग से कोई लेयर नहीं है, क्योंकि सीबी जो है मथुरा का वो अलग से फाउंडेशन के लिए कुछ स्पेसिफाई नहीं कर रहा है। दैट्स व्हाई इसको हम मैन्युअली चेक कर रहे हैं। तो आप 0th लेयर में बना रहे हैं, ठीक है। we'll check it कि पोर्टल क्या इशू दे रहा है.
जी मैम, ये एरर में शो कर रहा है हमारा.
जी वो हम एक बार चेक कर लेंगे सर.
और मैम
और
दूसरा
नॉर्थ
ये है कि
पॉइंट
सपोज,
की आपको एक लेयर इसमें ऐड हो जाएगी. नॉर्थ पॉइंट का पॉलीलाइन आप उसमें शो कर सकते हैं.
और मैम जैसे कि सपोज हमारा क्या है ओपन है, वो बीच में नहीं आ रहा है किसी, तो उसका भी एरर शो कर रहा है हमारा. जैसे दे रहा है इंटीरियर कोड यार्ड डिटेल्स नॉट प्रोवाइड. जब मैम हमारी ड्राइंग में है नहीं इंटीरियर कोड यार्ड, तो हम शो क्यों करेंगे? वो भी ऑब्जेक्शन है इसमें.
हाँ, तो सर वो मैंडेटरी नहीं है कोर्टयार्ड. इफ एप्लीकेबल टू योर ड्राइंग
बट
देन ओनली यू
मैम,
नीड टू शो.
बट ये एरर में तो शो कर रहा है ना मैम.
अच्छा ठीक है सर.
जी
और
जी.
कोई इस तरह
जै-
की
हाँ,
डाउट?
जैसे
आई हैव
जी
द
जी मैम.
सेम डाउट मैम. ये कोर्टयार्ड वाला ना, ओपन कोर्टयार्ड वाला मेरे में भी आ रहा है,
और
जबकि
मैम
है
जैसे,
नहीं ड्राइंग में.
और ये दे रहा है बाउंड्री वॉल का, बाउंड्री वॉल डिटेल्स आर नॉट प्रोवाइडेड. इसके लिए मैम क्या होगा?
ओके. नहीं सर,
तो
आप
उसके
मुझे
लिए
बस
कोई
बताते जाइए. वी विल चेक ऑन दीज पॉइंट्स ऑन टू द पोर्टल कि
जी
जो
जी
जो चीजें कंपलसरी नहीं है और इफ एप्लीकेबल में है उनमें
जी
कहाँ
मैम.
कहाँ पर ऐसा एरर आ रहा है. तो यू कैन टेल मी कीपलैंड रैम्प कोर्टयार्ड बाउंड्री वॉल, इसके अलावा.
हाँ मैम, और मैं बता रहा हूँ आपके लिए जो मेरे एरर आए हैं वो आपको बता रहा हूँ. डायरेक्शन का आपने नोट कर लिया, वाटर सप्लाई हो जाएगा, इलेक्ट्रिक का हो जाएगा, और मैडम इसमें दिया हुआ है रैंप का हो गया हमारा एक.
Sir, you can do one thing, sir. In the same document, you can comment your observations.
ओके.
You can write your comments over there.
Madam, hello, hello,
यस
hello,
सर.
madam.
यस सर.
Madam,
यस सर. जी बताइए सर.
madam, section of what about the rainwater harvesting bit, madam? That section is also required now.
रेन वाटर
Calculation.
हार्वेस्ट. हाँ, which CB you are in, sir?
Secunderabad, madam.
Secunderabad. Does it ask about rainwater harvesting in the CAN bylaws?
No, madam. The rainwater harvesting bit that means is compulsory not today for raising the groundwater levels, no, madam.
Yeah.
That means we
No,
are
I'm
following
asking.
this problem.
So you are
Yes,
following it. Okay. Okay. So you can show it onto the zeroth layer itself because the CAN bylaws till now in the notified CAN bylaws it is not written. So we have not provided
That
a
means the
layer for
section,
that.
that section details and the foundation section details
In the
should be
zeroth layer you
mentioned.
can show. In the zeroth layer you can show.
That means zeroth layer means the drawing can be directly dumped from another AutoCAD file. Means AutoCAD file. That means that is the meaning of zeroth layer, madam.
No, the zero layer. For example, if I select this layer, it says the layer name 0.
Okay.
So the by default layer of AutoCAD, which is 0 layer.
Okay, madam.
In that layer, you can show any additional information. Whatever information you are not getting in these layers, you can show it onto the 0 layer, which would be checked later on manually. Okay, so because the purpose of the portal is to check the drawing whether it is fine for scrutiny or not, whether it is accepted as per the bylaws or not.
Madam, please provide WHO. Madam. Water harvesting pit is compulsory, madam. That is all over India. They are following the water harvesting pit symbol.
Yes, sir. Actually,
provide the
yeah,
one layer, madam.
that would be added, but once the bylaws will be notified for water harvesting pit, because till now those bylaws don't validate it till now. So that is why we are not providing, because if somebody comes and says that it is not written in the bylaws to provide a harvesting pit, on that basis we cannot reject its drawing. So that is why online portal will accept the drawing, but manually it would be checked in the CB. If they are checking right now, they will be checking it later on as well. But it will not get rejected in absence of that pit. So that is why the layer is not being created. And
The
the
drawing
CB bylaws will be updated with the time, and then we'll update the layer itself.
madam, if
Because the
everything
layer
is
is
correct
not
only
created
means
for notified CB bylaws. Yes, sir.
मैडम सब कुछ ठीक होने के बाद ही ये पोर्टल में अपलोड हो रहा है ना मैडम. तो इंजीनियर्स का काम आसान बन जाता। तो वैसे सोच सकते हैं मैडम।
सब कुछ ठीक है, एज इन आप किस चीज के लिए कह रहे हैं सर? रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग के लिए?
हाँ वैसे नहीं मैडम, सब कुछ जैसे बोले तो FSA वगैरह पूरा एरिया आने के बाद ही अपलोड हो सकता, नहीं तो नहीं हो सकता बोल रहे हैं ना।
जी।
तो इंजीनियर्स का काम आसान हो जाता, सोच सकते मैडम वैसे। आउट ऑफ
Yeah,
क्यूरियोसिटी मैं
this
पूछ रहा हूँ।
Yeah.
is what he's trying to ask, Tanvi.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, there are some things which is automated, which will ease engineers, but there are something which you will end up verifying manually.
मैडम सब कुछ ठीक होने के बाद ही अपलोड हो रहा है ना मैडम?
Right.
यस मैडम,
Yeah.
तो इंजीनियर्स का काम आसान बन सकते हैं ना, इसीलिए पूछ रहा हूँ, आउट ऑफ क्यूरियोसिटी पूछ रहा हूँ मैडम,
Yes,
गलत मत सोचो।
yes, sir. Yeah, you are right.
थैंक यू।
So these were some common things. What you need to ensure that you will delete this template after creating your drawing. After creating your drawing, you will only upload this plan info layer fully filled as per your project specification, and your drawing updated with the template layers, and you will delete that template table from the layer, and nothing else other than these two things, your drawing and plan info, nothing else would be there in your drawing. You will save it in the DXF format, and then you will upload it, ensuring that the size would be less than 30 MB. Okay, this is one mistake which was being found. Then plan info should be properly filled. It should not contain any this less than greater than symbol. For example, in the plan info layer, when you will update it, you'll write, for example, you'll write 10.7. If the plot width is 10.7 meters, you'll just write 10.7 without any such signs which is being shown in the template over here. So you'll not show this, you'll just write the number whatever it is, like this only. If it is asking you the question in yes or no, you will just delete the other part, whether it's a yes or a no, and you'll just keep it like this. If it is a no, you'll just delete it. The yes you'll delete, and you'll say no. That's it. So no other symbols would be accepted by the portal. Then the next is wrong building footprint layer. So the correct layer name is block 1, LBL 0 or 1, whatever it is, building footprint. Then if you're seeing any other layer called building footprint in the name of FLR, don't use that layer. You'll use just this layer called block name level LBL 0 building foot underscore print. Only this layer name you will use for to show the building footprint. Yes sir.
हेलो मैम।
Yes sir. Yes sir.
मैम ये साइट प्लान में बिल्डिंग लेवल जो फुटप्रिंट है वो ओनली हमें साइट प्लान में शो करना होगा प्लॉट एरिया के लिए, प्लॉट एरिया के साथ,
प्लॉट एरिया के साथ, हाँ, साइट प्लान पे केवल शो करना है।
और मैडम कवर्ड एरिया के लिए हमें क्या शो करना पड़ेगा? कवर्ड एरिया ओनली
ग्राउंड कवरेज, अगर ग्राउंड कवरेज, हाँ, मैं बता रही हूँ सर, अगर ग्राउंड कवरेज आपके सीबी में स्पेसिफाई किया जा रहा है तो ये एक लेयर है ग्राउंड कवरेज एरिया के लिए, ब्लॉक 1 कवर्ड एरिया, ब्लॉक 1 कवर्ड एरिया डिडक्ट।
ये मैम हमें साइट प्लान में शो करना होगा।
ये साइट प्लान, हाँ, ये सर ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे शो करेंगे ना ग्राउंड कवरेज।
नहीं मैम, ग्राउंड हमें साइट प्लान में जो हमारा कवर्ड एरिया होता है वो किससे हम शो करेंगे?
एक तो आपने फुटप्रिंट शो कर दिया जो कि आपने साइट प्लान में शो कर दिया यहाँ पे।
ओके,
अच्छा, ये और है ना, ये इसके नीचे आपका ये तो सेटबैक की लेयर हो गई, इससे पीछे करूँ तो ये आपका आ गया बिल्डिंग फुटप्रिंट की लेयर साइट प्लान में।
बिल्डिंग फुटप्रिंट, ओके,
है ना, और
ये
इसका नाम आप लिख लीजिए ब्लॉक 1 LVL0 बिल्डिंग फुट अंडरस्कोर प्रिंट, ये नाम रखना है हमें बिल्डिंग फुट प्रिंट लेयर का।
जी मैम।
ठीक है सर। और ग्राउंड
और
कवरेज जब हम शो करेंगे तो वो हम ग्राउंड फ्लोर प्लान पे शो करेंगे। ये देखिए ग्राउंड फ्लोर प्लान फ्लोर 0 में शो करेंगे, और इसकी लेयर्स होंगी ब्लॉक 1 कवर्ड एरिया, और उसमें अगर अंदर कोई डायरेक्शंस हैं टोटल कवर्ड एरिया में से तो वो हम इसमें शो करेंगे, सो दैट जो टोटल ग्राउंड कवरेज का एरिया है वो पोर्टल रीड करेगा।
मैम एक और क्वेरी थी मेरी।
जी
क्या है मैम, सपोज एक ही है, जैसे कि ये प्लॉट एरिया है वो एक ब्लॉक है, एनी अदर ब्लॉक नहीं है मेरे पास, तो क्या है जो क्वेरी थी एक एरर में ये शो कर रहा है कि आपने दूसरा वो नहीं दिखाया है।
हाँ, सो दैट इज नॉट मैंडेटरी। अगर आपका दूसरा है, अच्छा मैं इसको भी लिख लेती हूँ, विल चेक इट।
हाँ एरर में शो कर रहा है मैम, एरर में ये दिखा रहा है।
हाँ, अदर ब्लॉक इज नॉट मैंडेटरी।
हाँ ये एरर शो कर रहा है मैम, जो मैंने आपको बताए हैं ये सारे एरर हैं मेरे पास।
ठीक है
Sir, whenever you are seeing such errors, no sir, you feel that is the right one, you can please comment on the document or that Excel sheet whatever we have shared, so that we can discuss and we can correct it.
ठीक है सर।
ओके मैम। क्या मैम ये जो सॉफ्टवेयर है आप जिससे चेकआउट करते हैं वो
जी
सॉफ्टवेयर हमें अरेंज करा दिया जाएगा?
सर ये तो ऑटो कैड है जिस पे मैं अभी आपको बता रही हूँ।
नहीं आप ये ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं जिससे आप चेक करते हैं इस ड्राइंग को।
अच्छा नहीं, वो तो सर कोडिंग होती है एक्चुअली, वो सॉफ्टवेयर नहीं है, वो कोडिंग होती है। तो हाँ वो तो।
हेलो
मैम दूसरा एक और सॉरी। हेलो
जी
can we ma'am please share this updated template with us?
हाँ हाँ सर, दिस विल बी शेयर्ड विद यू आफ्टर दिस मीटिंग।
Okay, thank
मैम
you.
एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन है मेरा।
जी बताइए।
मैम क्या कोई कंप्लीट फाइल है जो आपके पास कंप्लीट रेडी हो जिससे हमें हेल्प करने में और ज़्यादा आसानी होगी, कुछ चीज़ें रह
सर मैं
जाती हैं।
ये आपके पास ये एक मॉडल इंफॉर्मेशन, एक मॉडल ड्राइंग शेयर कर दूंगी साथ में, तो आप इसमें देख पाएंगे कि कौन सी लेयर कहाँ पे हम शो कर रहे हैं, और जैसे इसमें प्लान इन्फो लेयर भी होगी और ये एक रेफरेंस ड्राइंग है, तो इसको आप रेफर
कंप्लीट
कर सकते
विदाउट ऑब्जेक्शन ऐसी फाइल एक सेट कर दीजिए मैम, विदाउट ऑब्जेक्शन जिसमें कोई
हैं। हाँ
एरर ना
ये
हो।
विदाउट, हाँ जी ये विदाउट ऑब्जेक्शन फाइल है, इसमें कोई एरर नहीं
चलिए
है।
जी जी ठीक
ठीक है
ओके
सर।
थैंक यू थैंक यू।
ठीक है
Excuse
सर।
me, yesterday I was unable to upload my file.
हाँ जी
Yes, ma'am. Yesterday I was unable to upload my file. It was saying request failed with the status code 400.
ओके सो
Sir, which CB you are talking about?
Dehradun campus.
Yes sir, I have already responded to Mr. Kunal, I guess. So today it is working, you can try. Yesterday some services
Yeah, it
were
is
not.
working. It is working today.
Yeah, today you can try.
I'll do that.
हेलो
यस सर।
मैम मैं खासोल से बोल रहा हूँ।
जी बताइए सर।
मैम एक बारी थी कि एक हमने फाइल भेजी थी ना खासोल टेस्ट 1 प्लान 1 वर्जन 2 करके, तो उस पे एरर आए हुए हैं हमें ना।
जी आपकी खासियोल की फाइल पर ये कुछ एरर्स हैं।
हाँ जी हाँ ये तो मैम इसमें जो एक CRZ कैन नॉट बी एक्सेप्टेड, ये इसका मतलब क्या होता है CRZ का?
सर अगर अगर कोई स्पेशल जोन में है आपका जो प्लॉट आ रहा है तो आप उसको यस करेंगे, अगर स्पेशल जोन में नहीं है तो नो करेंगे। मैं उसको चेंज करके स्पेशल जोन लिख दूंगी CRZ की जगह। ठीक है सर।
अच्छा ठीक है मैम। और एक जैसे प्लॉट
No,
बाउंड्री
no,
इज नॉट क्लोज्ड।
Tanvi, one comment here. So what this error is trying to say, you should either put yes or no. What you have put is like both yes/no. So that is what
यस
the
मैम
error is. So
यस
everywhere,
मैम
whenever you are seeing slash, right, you please try
ओके
to
मैम
keep one value. You have to just pick one value from that. That's all.
ओके मैम ओके
Okay. Yeah.
Then
मैम
your
और
plot boundary should
यस
be closed. I am repeating this again. Otherwise, the portal will not read its area. It should be enclosed plot boundary. Any plot boundary or any layer, it should be enclosed polyline always.
ओके मैम ओके।
Okay.
एंड
Then
नेक्स्ट वन मैम
क्या
ब्लॉक
सर?
1 लेवल 0 rear setback is not closed, थर्ड पॉइंट।
हाँ, सो रियर सेटबैक का जो पॉलीलाइन है वो भी इंक्लोज नहीं होगा। मतलब जो आप पॉलीलाइन बना रहे हैं ना, वो आपका
हाँ
इनिशियल पॉइंट और फाइनल पॉइंट शुड कोइंसाइड टुगेदर। है ना, जहाँ आपका
मैम वो
initial
कोइंसाइड ही हुए थे मैम वो जो
Sir,
मतलब
what will happen here, right? If one layer is having problem, let's say plot boundary is the base layer for everything, right? If it is
yes ma'am,
having the problem, so like some other layers will be depending on this plot boundary or probably rear setback, right? So
okay,
since
yes
it is
ma'am,
not closed properly, it is telling like this is also not closed.
yes
There is
मैम,
something
ये हो
basic
सकता है.
thing, it has to be corrected, then it will go for the next level.
Okay मैम,
So
okay,
what you can do, right, sir? This is a suggestion to everyone. We have already shared the credentials in the down of the document, right? So you
yes
just please
ma'am,
try to upload your plan. So you try to
yes
fix
ma'am,
whichever you can, right? So remaining, if you
okay,
feel whatever it is showing error in spite of being correct, you can just reply to us or just intimate to us. We will correct it from our side. You know, this is just a testing trials what we are doing now.
yes ma'am, okay, yes ma'am,
Yeah. So we will work and we will make the proper plan.
okay ma'am. And ma'am, this floor height is not defined in layer block 1 floor 0.
हाँ, तो जो अभी मैंने टेक्स्ट वाला आपको बताया था ना, इसमें जैसे मैंने आपको बताया था कि आप यहाँ पे फ्लोर फिनिश टू फ्लोर फिनिश ये मार्क करेंगे, फ्लोर फिनिश टू फ्लोर फिनिश हाइट जो भी है ऑन द लैंडिंग पार्ट यू विल मार्क इट, क्योंकि आप एक स्टेयरकेस में जहां से एंटर कर रहे हैं एक फ्लोर पे और दूसरे फ्लोर पे जहां से निकल रहे हैं, तो उस फ्लोर
Yes
फिनिश
ma'am,
टू
जी.
फ्लोर फिनिश तक का हाइट मीटर्स में यहाँ पे मार्क करना है और ये यही रखना है, मतलब FLR_HT_M equals to whatever is the height in
Height,
meters,
okay
ठीक है
ma'am.
ना, और ये कैपिटल्स में ही रखना है, मतलब इसको हम चेंज नहीं कर सकते इस फॉर्मेट को।
ठीक है
और इसका
ये,
जो
और
लेयर
ब्लॉक 1 फ्लोर
इसमें
1 में भी ऐसे होगा ना?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी,
जो फ्लोर 1 आएगा ब्लॉक 1 का, उसमें भी ऐसे लिखना पड़ेगा मेरा?
हाँ ऐसे लिखना पड़ेगा, इसी लेयर में बनाना है जिसमें हम ये पॉलीलाइन बना रहे हैं ना स्टेयरकेस का, किस क्या है ये लेयर,
यस
ब्लॉक
मैम,
1 फ्लोर 0 स्टेयर 1, तो इसी लेयर में हमने ये वाला टेक्स्ट लगा दिया, क्या है लेयर, ब्लॉक 1 फ्लोर 0 स्टेयर 1, सेम कलर है, सेम लेयर है, और इसी को अगर
ओके
मैं हाँ जी कॉपी करके अगर मैं इसे फर्स्ट फ्लोर पर लगा दूंगी और मैं इसका जो ये वाली जो लेयर है क्या है, ब्लॉक 1 फ्लोर 1 स्टेयर 1, इससे इसकी प्रॉपर्टीज को मैच कर दूंगी, ठीक है, तो अब ये और ये जो
ठीक है,
बाहर वाला एरिया है स्टेयरकेस का, ये सेम लेयर में आ गया,
ओके मैम, ठीक है
ठीक है ना,
मैम.
बस
एक
टेक्स्ट।
क्वेरी एक और थी.
हाँ
मान लो जो हमने प्लान सबमिट किया था, उसमें जो स्टेयर गेस था वो ग्राउंड से फर्स्ट तक जा रहा था ना, तो जो फर्स्ट फ्लोर उस पे जो ग्राउंड फ्लोर का प्लान था उस पे तो हमने वो लेयर्स चढ़ा दी थी हमने स्टेयर केस की.
हाँ,
अब
ग्राउंड
अब जो
फ्लोर पे,
मैम उस पे इस पे आ रहा था ब्लॉक 1 फ्लोर 0 और जैसे फ्लाइट लैंडिंग जो भी था.
ठीक है,
अब जो फर्स्ट फ्लोर का प्लान है उस पे जो स्टेयर केस दिख रहा है, तो हमारे फर्स्ट फ्लोर से ऊपर वो कवर है, मतलब स्टेयर्स नहीं जा रही, तो उसमें भी सेम लेयर ऐड होगी या उसमें ब्लॉक 1 फ्लोर 1 की लेयर ऐड होगी?
नहीं कुछ ऐड नहीं होगा क्योंकि उसके ऊपर जा ही नहीं रहा ना, उसके ऊपर तो
हाँ
ममटी बनेगा, या उसके
हाँ
ऊपर
हाँ,
स्टेयरकेस और लैंडिंग तो जा नहीं रही है,
नहीं जा रही है.
तो यू विल शो ओनली ऑन दीज टू फ्लोर्स, ग्राउंड फ्लोर और फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे दिखाएंगे जहां तक आपका स्टेयरकेस जा रहा है,
जहां तक जा रहा है.
हाँ
ठीक, ओके मैम, ओके. और
ठीक है ना,
मैम कवरेज एरिया फॉर ब्लॉक 1 नॉट प्रोवाइडेड, तो जो आपने टेम्पलेट
कवरेज
भेजी थी
एरिया
उसमें
मतलब
कवरेज.
कवरेज एरिया मतलब ग्राउंड कवरेज, जो ये एक लेयर है ना, अगर ये आपके कैंट बायलॉज के अकॉर्डिंग आपका ग्राउंड कवरेज एरिया का कोई स्पेसिफिकेशन दिया हुआ है तो आप इस लेयर को यूज करेंगे, ब्लॉक 1 कवर्ड एरिया, ब्लॉक 1 कवर्ड एरिया डिडक्ट, और ये सिर्फ आप ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे बनाएंगे अंडर कलर 140। अगर ग्राउंड कवरेज एरिया के बारे में आपका सीबी कोई बायलॉ
हाँ
स्पेसिफाई
बायलॉज
कर
है.
रहा है तो
और जो
बायलॉज है तो आप
टेम्पलेट है हमारे साथ, जो टेम्पलेट शेयर हुआ था उस पे है नहीं ये कवरेज एरिया लिखा हुआ.
आप सर कौन से सीबी से हैं,
खास ओर से मैम.
तो खासियोर में ग्राउंड कवरेज कितना अलाउड है,
कवरेज कितना अलाउड है सर यहाँ? ग्राउंड कवरेज बायलॉज में मैम ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
नहीं है ना, दैट इज वाई
नहीं
आपके
मैम.
साथ जो शेयर हुआ है उसमें ये वाली लेयर नहीं थी, ये तब एप्लीकेबल है
ओके ओके,
जब आपके
ठीक.
बायलॉज में वो स्पेसिफिकली पूछा गया है, और आपका जो ग्राउंड कवरेज आएगा वो यहाँ से आ जाएगा, जो आप बिल्टअप एरिया की लेयर में शो करेंगे ना, बिल्टअप
हाँ जी मैम,
एरिया
यस।
और बिल्टअप एरिया डिडक्ट में ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे जो पार्ट शो करेंगे तो वो आपका सेम ग्राउंड कवरेज ही तो है
हाँ
ना
वो
सर?
सेम ही है ग्राउंड कवरेज। हाँ जी मैम।
यहाँ से पोर्टल यहाँ से ही लेगा, वो बिल्टअप एरिया में से वो ग्राउंड कवरेज लेगा। लेकिन जिन
अच्छा
सीवीज के
ठीक।
लिए अलग से स्पेसिफाई किया गया है ग्राउंड कवरेज एरिया कि वो मिनिमम इतना होना चाहिए या
यस
मतलब
मैम।
मैक्सिमम इतना परमिसिबल है ना, तो उन सीवीज के लिए उन्हें इस लेयर में एडिशनली शो करना पड़ेगा।
ओके मैम, ओके।
ठीक है सर?
एंड मैम फायर स्टेयर्स आर नॉट डिफाइंड इन द प्लान, ये भी ऑब्जर्वेशन लगी है, तो फायर स्टेयर्स का भी हमारे बायलॉज में कुछ नहीं है।
वही मैंने बताया कि अगर आपके बायलॉज में फायर स्टेयरकेस मैंडेटरी है, जैसे एक जगह बायलॉज में आपका खासियोल है ना सर?
खासियोल मैम।
एक मिनट दीजिए मुझे।
So bylaw number 8 says general and fire stairs.
हाँ, सो फायर स्टेयरकेस के विड्थ के बारे में स्पेसिफाई कर रहे हैं ना सर आपका बायलॉ, कि आपकी बायलॉज मतलब फायर स्टेयरकेस की विड्थ शुड ये रहा, मिनिमम विड्थ शैल नॉट बी लेस देन 0.9 मीटर्स, ये स्पेसिफाई कर रहा है ना सर, इंक्लूडिंग जनरल स्टेयरकेस एंड फायर स्टेयरकेस। जो भी स्टेयरकेस आप बनाएंगे उसमें 0.9 मीटर से कम आपका स्टेयरकेस का विड्थ नहीं होना चाहिए, मतलब फ्लाइट का विड्थ नहीं होना चाहिए, है ना?
हाँ जी
तो
मैम।
इस
यस
चीज
मैम।
को वैलिडेट करने के लिए ये है। तो अगर आपके बायलॉज में लिखा है इट शुड बी अ फायर स्टेयरकेस, तो जो आप फायर स्टेयरकेस बनाएंगे वो जनरल स्टेयरकेस वाले लेयर्स में नहीं बनाएंगे, फायर स्टेयरकेस वाले लेयर्स में बनाएंगे। ये सेम ही टाइप की लेयर्स है जो कि फायर स्टेयरकेस के लिए अलग से बनाई हुई है, यहाँ पे आप इससे मैच करेंगे फिर। ठीक है सर?
अच्छा, हमने हमने जो वो फायर स्टेयरकेस से मैच करनी है अपनी लेयर।
हाँ, फायर स्टेयरकेस वाली लेयर से मैच करेंगे फिर, अगर आपको आपका आपके लिए आपके सीबी ने फायर स्टेयरकेस मैंडेटरी किया है तो।
मैंने नहीं, उसमें ओब्लिक करके है ना, जनरल स्टेयरकेस ओब्लिक फायर स्टेयरकेस। ठीक है, ओके मैम। और
तो
ये हो
उसी
गया।
में बनाएंगे, उसी लेयर में जो भी आपके केस में एप्लीकेबल है उसके लिए सारी लेयर्स बनाई हुई है, जनरल स्टेयरकेस के लिए भी और फायर स्टेयरकेस के लिए भी। तो आप फायर स्टेयरकेस वाली लेयर्स यूज करेंगे अगर ये एरर दे रहा है आपका।
अच्छा, अभी एरर हमें फायर स्टेयरकेस का, तो हमने ये फायर स्टेयर्स वाली लेयर यूज करनी है।
हाँ जी।
ठीक है मैम। अब जैसे प्लॉट बाउंड्री डिटेल नॉट प्रोवाइडेड, ये नेक्स्ट ऑब्जर्वेशन है।
ये भी आप खासियोल का बता रहे हैं ना?
यस मैम, खास बोल गई।
हाँ, प्लॉट बाउंड्री डिटेल्स नॉट प्रोवाइडेड, तो इसमें आपने प्लॉट बाउंड्री आपकी लेयर इंक्लोज नहीं थी ना, एक तो वो, दूसरा आपने
अच्छा।
प्लान इन्फो में, हाँ एक दूसरा आपने प्लान इन्फो में इसमें आपने प्लॉट बाउंड्री की जो भी डिटेल्स है, साइजेस हैं, ये सब डाल रखे हैं कि डेप्थ कितनी है, विड्थ कितनी है प्लॉट की और कहाँ पे लोकेशन है, ये सब डाला हुआ है।
ये मैम अब थोड़ा डाला था, मतलब पूरा नहीं फिलअप किया था हमने।
हाँ, तो वो सर पूरा फिलअप करना है वरना पोर्टल एरर देगा। अब जैसे आपने ये वाली जो फाइल डाली है इसमें आपने प्लान इन्फो लेयर ही हटा दी है, तो अगर वो लेयर आप हटा देंगे तो फिर वो वाली जो इन्फॉर्मेशन है वो रीड नहीं करेगा पोर्टल, तो उसमें एरर देगा। तो इसमें आपको वो वाली लेयर रखनी है फिल करके।
ओके मैम, ओके। फिर आगे मैम, रोड डिटेल्स आर नॉट डिफाइंड इन द प्लान, तो ये रोड डिटेल्स हमने इसमें जैसे जो नेम ऑफ द रोड वगैरह वो लिखा हुआ था, तो ये नहीं होगी डिटेल क्या?
सर ये है ना आपका रोड विड्थ, यहाँ पूछी हुई है प्लान इन्फो में।
अच्छा, ये सब प्लान इन्फो से ही ऑब्जर्वेशन लग रही है हमें।
हाँ, ये प्लान इन्फो मतलब आपको जो पूछा जा रहा है ना वो सारी चीजें फिल करनी पड़ेंगी, वरना वो कुछ ना कुछ एरर देगा फिर। तो आपस में लिंक्ड है लेयर्स, है ना सर?
ठीक, ओके मैम।
बाकी
अब मैम जैसे सीवरेज लाइन,
तो आप डिटेल्स दिखा देंगे।
अब जैसे मैम सीवरेज लाइन डिटेल्स नॉट प्रोवाइडेड, ये सीवरेज हमारे कैंटोनमेंट में एग्जिस्ट नहीं है, मतलब तो इस पे सेप्टिक
हाँ
टैंक पे ही जाएगा तो फिर।
एग्जैक्टली, तो उस केस में क्या लिखा हुआ है हमने यहाँ पे कि अगर आपके में सीवरेज लाइन है तब तो आप इस लेयर में शो करेंगे 48 लेयर में, अगर नहीं है तो आप सेप्टिक टैंक दिखाएंगे। अगर एग्जिस्टिंग सेप्टिक टैंक है तो इस लेयर में कलर 1 में दिखाएंगे, और अगर प्रपोज कर रहे हैं सेप्टिक टैंक तो इस लेयर में कलर 2 में दिखाएंगे।
ओके मैम, ठीक ठीक, ये और लग गया पता। एंड मैम वाटर क्लोजेट डिटेल्स नॉट प्रोवाइडेड।
हाँ, तो वाटर क्लोजेट के लिए ये एक लेयर है हमारे पास WC, जिसके अंदर
अच्छा।
हमने ये वाले सारे WC एक फ्लोर पे जितने भी WC थे हमने ये पॉलीलाइंस बनाई थी ना,
ओके
तो ये
मैम।
इसी लेयर ब्लॉक 1 फ्लोर 0 वाटर क्लोजेट। ऐसे ही वॉश बेसिन्स भी ऐसे ही दिखाएंगे, ये वाली
अच्छा
लेयर है
मतलब
ब्लॉक
ये
1
हमें
फ्लोर।
दिखाने पड़ने हैं वॉश बेसिन वगैरह सारे।
हाँ, सिर्फ आपको एक पॉलीलाइन या सर्कल दिखाना है, मतलब लोकेशन दिखाना है कि इस जगह पे आप ये सैनिटरी फिक्सचर दे रहे हैं।
यस मैम, ओके मैम। मैम और ये स्पेशल जोन जैसे जो आप बता रहे हो, स्पेशल जोन मतलब किस टाइप के होंगे? मतलब
स्पेशल जोन फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं बताती हूँ, जैसे अगर आपका मथुरा में कैंट में है सपोज, तो अगर आपका प्रेम नगर एरिया में पड़ रहा है एरिया, तो उसके लिए कोई एडिशनल बायलॉ है जो कि बाकी एरियाज के लिए स्पेसिफिकली नहीं अप्लाई होता है। तो अगर इस तरह के किसी स्पेशल एरिया में आ रहा है आपका जो प्लॉट आ रहा है,
ओके मैम,
तो आप यहाँ पे गेस करें, ठीक है ना। उसको मैं नाम चेंज करके
ओके
स्पेशल जोन लिख दूंगी सो दैट आपको कंफ्यूजन नहीं होगा।
ठीक है मैम, थैंक यू मैम, यही क्वेरी थी हमारी।
ठीक है सर। इसके बाद सेटबैक फॉर फ्रंट, रियर, साइड 1 एंड साइड 2 हैज टू बी ड्रॉन एंड इट शुड टच द लाइंस ऑफ प्लॉट बाउंड्री एंड बिल्डिंग फुटप्रिंट। तो काफी सारे हमारे पास ऐसे प्लान्स आए हैं जिसमें सेटबैक जो आप शो कर रहे हैं वो प्लॉट बाउंड्री और बिल्डिंग फुटप्रिंट लेयर को ठीक से ओवरलैप नहीं कर रहा है। तो ये आपको ध्यान रखना है कि चारों सेटबैक्स आप जो भी शो करेंगे, जो भी एप्लीकेबल है आपके बायलॉज के अकॉर्डिंग, इट इज मैंडेटरी टू शो द सेटबैक एंड it should touch the plot boundary and building footprint layer और enclosed polyline होना चाहिए, ये इंश्योर करिएगा, वरना अदरवाइज फिर से इन तीनों चीजों में एरर देगा। सेटबैक, प्लॉट बाउंड्री और बिल्डिंग फुटप्रिंट, ये तीनों लेयर्स आपस में इंटर रिलेटेड है। देन योर DXF फाइल साइज शुड बी लेस देन 30 MB। अगर इससे ज्यादा होगा तो वो अपलोड नहीं होगा। So I guess we have covered all the things.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
As we have sent the DXF file from Cantonment Board Badami Bagh,
From Badami Bagh, yes, sir.
is it clear or it has some drawbacks?
Sir, the report is saying your plan is not valid because you have by now I think you have figured out at what places you are committing some mistakes.
Okay.
Because your file, I was not able to open your file in my system. Is it some latest version later than 2016?
No, it's 2009 version, ma'am.
So I don't know why, but it's not getting into my system. Mine is 2016 version. I don't know why it is not getting opened. So what I could read from the report itself, it was saying plan is not valid. That means either you are not showing it in correct layers. You should show the whole drawing in 0th layer first and then overlap the drawing with the desired template layers.
Ma'am, that's in 0 level.
So yeah, you have shown it only in 0th layer and you have not used any of the template layers, which
Ma'am,
I
have
just
used
showed
the
you.
templates as well.
Sorry,
Ma'am, I have used the templates as well.
कौन सा यूज किया है मैम?
मैम जो आपने सैंपल ड्राइंग दी थी ना वही वाले,
वो सारी लेयर्स यूज की हैं?
यस मैम।
प्लान इन्फो लेयर एक तो आपने डिलीट कर दिया है, ये आपको रखना है ना। और बाकी 0th लेयर के ऊपर ओवरलैप करते हुए आपको वो सारी लेयर्स जो टेम्पलेट की लेयर्स हैं वो यूज करनी है। कहीं कुछ आपको रीचेक करना पड़ेगा अपना फाइल, क्योंकि बाकी सबकी रीड कर रहा है। दैट मीन्स आपने लेयर्स सही यूज नहीं करी है। और मेरे सिस्टम में नहीं खुल रहा है तो मैं चेक नहीं कर सकती कि एग्जैक्टली क्या गलती करी है।
Actually, plan info itself is not there in that. A lot of layers are missed. So this Badami Bagh. Now I think after this session, right, you yourself will understand what is the mistake you have done. I think if you really look into it.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, you please check it once. Still, if you have any issues, you can always come back to us. We have shared the sheets. You can put comments. We can lively we can interact.
Thank you.
And in case of any doubts, you can mail it to us as well, or otherwise you can mark your comments in front of these lines itself. I mean, whatever comments are there in these reports, you can add your comments with them. Is that fine, ma'am? Majuna?
that is absolutely right. You can
Yeah, yeah.
enable, you can put as your comment, and we will reply to the same comment below.
Okay, any other questions? So I hope we have
Yeah,
covered all the.
Yeah,
Yes, so
Tanvi, there
please.
is one video also we have shared right last time. So if anything, if they want to revisit also, they can just relook into that video for any clarification. It is shared in the same location.
uh, Here in OB Pass, which one? Training video, and we have it over here. So you can go through this once, or maybe today's sessions video will be shared in some time with you. So you can go through again with that as well. Okay.
Madhviji, it is requested that previously there was 3 CAN boards. So you have shared these shared folder with 3 CAN boards. That is Dehradun, Mathura, and Khasul. But now there is 5 new CAN boards have joined today. But Ramgarh, Clementown, Dehradun, Sikandrabad, and Badangibag. So please also share this folder with them.
Yeah, can you please contact Bhagyalakshmi? She has only shared with you, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, then Tanvi, we can close the meeting now, right?
Yeah, I think so. We are closing the session now. I hope all the doubts are clear. Or if you have any further queries, you can always mail it to us, and or otherwise you can comment on your further on your respective DCR reports. Okay.
Yeah, Tanviji,
So
you will send it to you today. You will send this model template to all the 8 CAN boards, no?
yes, I'll upload it in this folder. This folder called
Yes,
DGD
yes,
Architect. Yeah, I'll upload
yes,
it in
correct.
this folder, and the model CAD plan, DXF plan as well. That whatever information they need to add on to that particular drawing, it will show that particular drawing.
Yes, it's fine, it's fine.
Yes.
So, CAN board Ramgarh, Clementown, Dehradun, Dehu Road, Sikandrabad, and Badangibag are requested to send their Gmail ID so that we can share this folder with you also. Yes.
Okay.
Hello. CAN board Ramgarh, Clementown, Dehu Road, Sikandrabad, and Badangibag are requested to send their Gmail ID, so that we can share this folder with you, so you can access all the things. Okay, Tanviji, I think it's fine.
Okay. So I'll just close it.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so much
Okay.
all.
Thank you. Thank you all.